Okay mga abe, nakakain na kami, naka-check out na kami. At ngayon, dito na kami sa the Scotch Whisky Experience. So, natutunan ko uminom ng Scotch Whisky nung nasa baril pa ako. Kaya mas nagustuhan ko siya kaysa yung sa American Whiskey. Pero masarap din naman American Whiskey, pero hindi ko siya naiinom ng ng straight, no? Ito, naiinom ko ng straight yung walang halo, walang yelo, straight lang. So, tingnan ko yung gusto kong ma-experience yung talagang experience na nandito ako sa Scotland. Ayan.
Correct.
Thank you. At nabigyan kami ng chance na magkaroon ng ganitong klaseng experience.
Correct.
At bibidyohan ako ni Mrs. JD.
Correct.
Correct. Pasok na kami. Kaso. The tour.
Hindi ko muna umalis.
Morning.
Hi there, you have chicken too?
Yes,
For
sir.
10:30.
10:30.
It's lovely, thank you.
Excellent. How is everybody today?
Good.
Hi guys, welcome to the Scotch Whisky Experience. My name is Michael. I'm going to be your guide for today. Now we're going to head on straight upstairs just now, so if you make sure you bring everything with you. Everybody okay with stairs?
Yep.
Excellent. Brilliant. So if you guys want to follow me just this way.
Sa kwartong ito, ipiniliwanag sa amin ang proseso ng paggawa ng Scotch Whisky.
Now we germinate the barley, so we soak it in water. We leave it for about a week to germinate. Then this time it's going to start to grow and release the starch from inside itself. So think of this like a giant oven. Okay, the barley is going to dry, and when it's dried, we crush the barley in the mill into a coarse flour called a grist. We take that flour and we mix it with hot water. We do that in something called a mash tub. Think of this like a giant stirring pot. Okay.
May audio-visual presentation din kung saan ipinapakita dito ang iba't ibang lugar sa Scotland na may iba't ibang katangian ang whisky ginagawa dito.
Also up here you'll find Island Dolan Castle. This is just one example of hundreds of similar types.
So, naintindahan na namin to ngayon. Yung mga iba't ibang flavor kada region. Home base, Derek. So next room na kami. Next room na.
Ang ganda. Gusto ko to. Very interactive. Tsaka ang babango. Ano yung motor? Aamuyin mo yung bawat nila. So far, gusto ko tong lowland at tsaka highland. I actually found my place in this world.
Okay guys, everybody see the couch please.
Sa kwartong ito naman, dito na kami tuturuan kung papaano kumilatis at tumikim ng whisky. At dito na rin kami titikim ng aming mapipiling whisky kung ito ba ay smoky, single malt o galing sa Highland.
Ano yung gusto niya? Ano yung kanya? Yung smoky rin gusto kong tikman eh. Is this the smoky one? Yep. Alright. Are you going to try the lowland? Try the smoky one.
Lasang barbecue, abe, yung natikman kong whisky dahil ito ay tinatawag na smoky whisky. Ang huling kwartong aming papasukin mga abe ay ang daang-daang koleksyon ng whisky dito sa establishmentong ito na tinanong ko sa guide namin kung magkano ang halaga. Ayaw niyang sabihin dahil ito po ay priceless.
Wow. This is heavenly. This is heaven. Oh my God.
There are some, yes. I'll talk about
Sa dami.
Right, well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to heaven.
Yes.
I know.
Now, before we get to the collection later, we are going to do our whiskey tasting first. Okay, so... Yes, you want to use your audio guide? That's going to take you through... Yeah, fine. So, the first thing we're going to do with our whiskies is check the colour. The colour can tell us a few things about it. So, if you hold your whiskey up to the light, Now, most of us will notice a nice light pale golden colour to the whiskey, because most of these whiskies have been matured in ex-bourbon casks that we've imported from the USA. Most of our whiskey in Scotland is. And the bourbon barrels, the white American oak, give these light pale straw-like colours to the whiskey. Now, for those of you who went for the Campbelltown whiskey, the Glen Scotia here, it's called the Glen Scotia double cask, because it's taken whiskey that's matured in bourbon barrels, and they've married it, they've mixed it with whiskey that's been maturing in sherry casks. And the sherry casks come from Spain. The sherry casks, the European oak, gives the whiskies darker, richer, amber-like colours. So if you've got the Campbelltown whiskey, you'll notice that slightly darker colour to your whiskey because of that.
In Campbelltown.
Next thing we'll do is check the body. So give your whiskey a little swell. Now leave it to settle for a few moments. And we're looking for these droplets forming and running down the side. You see those?
Yep.
We call these the legs of the whiskey. Now the quicker they form and the quicker they run down the side, the lighter the body of the whiskey is. And vice versa for a heavy or a full-bodied whiskey. Now, if anyone's ever done like a wine tasting before, I'm sure you'll have done the same thing with wine tastings, gin tastings, and so on as well. Right, third step is have a little smell, have a little nose. See what you think. Now when it comes to nosing whiskey, we say leave your mouth open slightly, allow the aromas to circulate through, and also go back to it a few times. Because when you first smell the whiskey, all you're going to smell is whiskey and alcohol. Okay?
Yes.
The alcohol is going to take over, you need to let your nose get used to it a bit. Then hopefully you might start to pick up some more subtle notes in there. But just to help us out with this a little bit more, it's on the table here, we have a list of all the different sorts of things the blenders think you can smell in whiskey. So feel free to try and match some of these aromas to your own. I also have to point out as well, the shoes represent leather and not smelly feet. Right, next part is the best bit for you guys, but the worst bit for me. I'm afraid I have to watch. I'm not allowed to join. Tours at the end of the day could be quite fun otherwise. So of course the tasting. So here in Scotland we have a toast. It's garlic, it's to your good health. And that's Slanjava. Okay, and what you're feeling just now is what we call the finish to the whiskey. So it's just how it tastes and how it feels. So we're all going to experience different things. Okay, we've all got different taste buds. You might find it sweet, you might find it fruity, spicy, you might find it warm and smooth, you might find it sharp and short, long and lingering. Smoky, of course, if you went for the Islay whiskey, you'll definitely get the smokiness.
I already tried it.
You try this one?
Yeah.
Anybody else go for the Islay whiskey? Okay, I really hope you guys liked it because you'll still taste that tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Very, very long finishes to those whiskies. Good stuff.
I think I have a cigar after.
Yeah. I'm not a smoker myself, but I do understand that sort of whiskey is very good for cigars and things. Now guys, when it comes to adding things to our whiskies, if you found the whiskey a little bit too strong, okay, which a lot of people do, and we absolutely understand that, it is a very strong alcohol, a little drop of water in there can really just calm it down. Water is also great for releasing aromas and flavours from the whiskey. Ice, if you like to add an ice cube to your whiskey, feel free. There's no rules to this, by the way. Well, actually there is, there's one rule. Don't let anyone tell you what to do with your whiskey. Okay, drink it whichever way you like it. Ice is great for killing the burn, if you find that it's got too much of a burn to the whiskey. Personally also, I think that whiskey and ginger beer is a match made in heaven. So when it comes to mixing things, cocktails and so on, it's a great ingredient for cocktails too. But yeah, it's a very versatile drink, and as I said, don't let anyone tell you what to do with your whiskey. If you like to add things, do it.
Ayun, that's the most expensive bottle.
In
1969,
1969
1,000
pounds.
Pounds.
Pero ngayon, it's priceless.
priceless.
So wala pa. Ito.
Tapos,
Ito, Guinness.
pinakamaliit
Yeah.
na bote
Yes.
ng whiskey. Tapos,
Nasa Guinness yan.
tapos balikan mo kung sasalita ako.
Sorry.
Okay. Pero kung ako yung tatanungin nyo,
Dito ka titingin.
okay. Pero ako mga abe, kung ako tatanungin nyo, kung ano yung paborito kong collection din. Because I'll do the same.
Ay, alin?
So, ang history daw nito, chess.
Sandali, pagmumuha.
History daw ng chess pieces na ito, eh, noong araw daw, merong 80s, meron daw Caledon Air na nagpa-fly sa Scotland Airline. So yung may-ari, si King, nag-ano daw siya,
sumasakay siya para lang makakuha nito. Kasi pera sakay mo ng business class, bibigyan ka ng
First class,
First
yes.
class.
Isang piece.
isang piece. So,
So,
ilan yan?
the fact na kumpleto yung pieces niya, so sobrang dami niyang sakay ng first class. Tatlo pa lang sila na nakakumpleto na itong chess piece.
Kaya yan ang pinaka-paborito kong collection dito. Kung ako yung bibigyan ng pagkakataon, tanongin, yan ang kukunin ko.
Ano yan? Ano
May
yan?
pinakamaliit, meron din na
Pinakamalaki.
pinakamalaki. At eto pa, dalawa na lang pong collection ang features natin. Itong clock na to.
2,000 para sa millennials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yung bago nila para sa
Eto.
environment.
Yes, nagkaroon ng meeting
Sa Glasgow.
So,
Alright.
ginawa yan.
Limited
So,
edition.
bago lang yan na added sa collection.
Alright.
Okay.
This is JDL.
So, okay.
We're done na sa
Sa Scotch whiskey.
how's it? Nalasing ka ba?
Matapang. Hindi ko kaya. One, two sip lang. Kasi hindi ko kaya. Hindi ko siya kaya.
Ano? So anong part ng tulang na-enjoy mo?
Yung presentation, yung pinakita nila yung Scotland.
Yung
The whole
Highland,
Yeah. So, I found my,
Your happy place.
yes, my country
Your
and my
country.
place. The Highlands, Scotland.
Alam niyo kung
Highlands.
bakit? Kasi daw pag summer,
Purple.
nagiging purple daw ang tinatawag na landscape
Yes.
pag summer. So it's Mrs. JDL's country na, okay?
Yeah. Hindi, maganda siya. So, maganda yung hindi siya interactive, pero maganda yung audio-visual.
Visual.
Maganda yung explanation.
Oo.
And then yung collection. I love the collection.
collection.
So, I don't drink whiskey, pero yung pinakita niya yung collection, parang wow, di ba? Pag collector ka, this is like wow.
Oo.
Tapos tinanong ni Kuya JGL kung magkano binili, hindi niya nila alam kasi walang nakapagsabi, pero
Naka-disclosure yun eh.
so walang nakakaalam.
Pero can you imagine, people spend $1 million
Yes.
para lang sa mga collection na ito?
Yes, kasi yung record is 1 point something million
Yes.
pounds.
Kasi
Di ba,
pala,
sa auction?
yung naintindihan na namin, when you are distilling alcohol, ang mas matagal. Ang whiskey, mas matagal ang kanyang maturity, 3 years,
Minimum
no?
of
3 years. Kasi maraming tubig ang ginagamit. Okay, so yung proseso. Okay, kaya nga sabi, di ba, trust the process.
Yes. Yung kasing proseso. So, kung gumagawa ka lang ng ng kung ano-ano, di ba? So, yung pagka gumawa sila ng mga barrels, so you have to wait another 3 years para lang ma-distribute siya. And then, so gawa ka ng gawa, pero 3 years yung
Oo.
inaantay ng bawat ano mo.
So yun lang po, at sana nagustuhan niyo yung presentation, I mean yung vlog ngayon about sa pag-share namin ng aming whiskey experience, and I hope you ma-experience nyo rin yung mga ganito,
Yes.
no? So after ng Heineken, ito namang whiskey experience.
Yes.
Okay mga ame,
Yes.
thank you mula dito sa Edinburgh.
Yes.
Kami po si Mr. and Mrs. JDL, and thank you for watching. Bye!